Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Assalatu wassalamu ala Rasulil Kareem. Alhamdulillah. Welcome to all of students and teachers for our fifth lecture, lecture number 5. Alhamdulillah, we completed 4 lectures. Normally, there are no delays in my lectures, but unfortunately, due to some reason, it happened. So I apologize for that. Inshallah, I will try that next time it will not happen. So we will complete our lectures on our weekly basis, every week or every 8th day, 9th days, 7, 8 or 9. So in between we will vary because I have duties. My schedule is 4 days working and 4 days off. So accordingly, I have to adjust everything. And in the 4 off, I have to choose one day for the lectures. So that's why the days can get changed, like Friday, Saturday, Wednesday. So day can be any day. But we'll surely inform to our students on prior notice. Alhamdulillah. So we studied what we studied. I will try to go back and recap. So I told you earlier in the beginning that to use noun, we need to study 4 things. What we studied jins. Jins. What is jins? Feminine and masculine. Now we can recognize the nouns. Is it feminine? Is it masculine? Alhamdulillah. This is all because of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and your all efforts and teachers' efforts. Second thing, we studied numbers. Numbers. What is number? Singular, dual. In Arabic, there is dual, double, musanna, what we call, and jam, plural. Wahid, musanna, and jam'un. Third thing we studied in our last lecture, wus'atun. What is wus'atun? It is definite and indefinite noun, marifa and nakira. We studied how we will recognize which is marifa, which is nakira. So at that stage of time, actually we are focusing on what? On recognizing the nouns, because until we will not recognize, we cannot use them. So today, the most important lecture of Arabic, it is called Airabun. Airabun. So please forget the name right now, but I will let you know what is Airabun. Airab. So you are actually seeing 3 sentences on the page. La ilaha illallah Muhammadun Rasulullah. The second one, Ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah. The third one, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin. So why these 3 sentences I have chosen? Because there is one noun I want to focus on. Please put your eyes on, open, and focus on the slide, because the next slide there will be some highlightings. So please observe what is highlighted. Now you are seeing La ilaha illallah Muhammadun highlighted. In the second line, Muhammadan highlighted. In the third line, Muhammadin highlighted. I have highlighted these nouns on a purpose because I want to tell you that please observe these 3 nouns. The meanings are same. Muhammad, Muhammad, Muhammad. If we'll extract the meaning is Muhammad. There is no change in meaning. But we are observing these 3 nouns are coming in different shapes. So all 3 nouns have different shapes, like double tanween with dammatain and fathatain and kasratain. So tanween with the double vowel, double dhamma, dhammatain, and fathatain and kasratain. So this is the most important point to remember. So nouns are getting a change in 3 different shapes. So today our lecture is that I want to tell you what are these 3 names, and surely we are not going to study why these changes are there, because this study we will do later. We will come to know, we will learn everything inshallah bi'idhnillah, that how these nouns are getting changed, why these 3 different shapes are there, when which shape will come, inshallah we will come to know. But today at that stage, the important point for us, we need to recognize which shape is called what, and which noun will go in how much shapes? So totally 3 shapes are there. So alhamdulillah, the important point that you have seen, I don't know, have you ever observed these 3 kind of things or no? But now, inshallah, when you will open Quran, when you will read Quran, now your eye will get focus on, oh, I studied this. These are 3 different things. As now, alhamdulillah, you are aware of feminine, masculine, wahid, muthanna, jam, indefinite, definite. So now you can pick these things from Quran, alhamdulillah, had that after 4th lecture. So in 5th lecture, it's very important that you should believe on yourself and you should be thankful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala who has given us that opportunity to learn this thing. Really, after 1 year, you will be amazed that I'm going to promise you that the things students are learning through different mediums in madrasas, in different Sharia schools, because they are also teaching the same thing, but their way is different, and that way is so much lengthy. The problem with them is because they are teaching actually different subjects with the Arabic. So with us, we are only focusing on Arabic. This is the most important point. With us, actually, we are not focusing on the different subjects. Our subject is only one. So these Sharia schools or the madrasas, actually, they are pretty much occupied with different subjects. This is the reason that there is a lot of delay. So alhamdulillah, in 1 year, you will get the result. Very good, inshallah, bi-iznillah. So, Airab. La ilaha illallah Muhammadun Rasulullah. I have highlighted those 3 names and the changes also. Dhammatain, Fathatain, Kasratain. Now, next slide. Allahu. No, please observe. La ilaha illallahu. In the same sentence, Allahi, Rasulullahi. These, what are those names and why these are named? So, types of nouns. We already studied in our lecture. What we studied? Types of nouns. I taught you before 2 lectures that in Arabic, the nouns are divided into 3 different categories. One category is coming with dhammatain, second category is coming with single dhamma, and third category is coming with alif maksura or alif or something else. So now you are observing Muhammadun, Kitabun, Jannatun, Samaun, Shayun. So you are having this dhammatain, Kitabun. So what is it is called? Munsarifun. These nouns are called munsarifun. Second category, single dhamma, Aishatu, Zainabu, Usmanu, Hamzatu, Pakistanu. Now you already know why Usmanu is with single haraka, single dhamma, why Hamzatu, Pakistanu. No, you all know. I am just giving you now for this lecture, I am preparing your mind that what we are going to study. It is called Ghayru Munsarif. And the third is Musa, Kubra, Hada. It is called Mabni. Now, inshallah, you will come to know that today, that why these 3 categories are there. Now, today we will study what are the reasons behind that. So, I'rab of Munsarif noun. Today we are going to study singular noun. Only one example I will give from plural, which is broken plural, but mostly our topic will be focused on singular noun. Singular noun. What are the I'rab or different shapes of singular noun? Now, I'rab of munsarif noun. These all nouns are munsarif. What is munsarif? This tanween is there. So please, until 3-4 slides, just focus that there are 3 different shapes. This is the first shape. We will move to second shape. Then we'll move to third shape. After the third shape, I will give the names. So what are the names of those shapes? First, just observe the change, how the written change is there. Muhammadun. Now from first shape to second shape, Muhammadun, it is converted to Muhammadan. So Fathatain came and one alif is added. Please observe this alif is added. There are 2 exceptions where alif will not be added. Now you will observe. Kitabun is converted, so Kitaban. Now, Jannatun, when Ta'i Marbuta is coming at the end with Tanween, so when it will get the second shape, alif is not added. So this is the first change what we observe. If this ta marbuta is there, then in second shape, alif will not be added. So in sama'un, now sama'un, hamza, before hamza there is alif. If before hamza there is alif in noun, in that case also the second shape, last alif will not be added. Aqlamun and aqlamun. This is simple like Muhammadun and Kitabun. Aqlamun is same. So actually these all are singular. Only this one example is plural, broken plural, but mostly we are focusing on singular because this Arab lecture is divided into 3 lectures. First, today we are focusing on singular. Next lecture we'll study what is the Arab of double noun, dual, musanna, and in the third lecture we'll study what is the Arab of plural noun because all 3 are different. So first we are focusing on singular nouns. So the third status, what is third different shape? What? Muhammadin, Muhammadun, Muhammadan, Muhammadin. What is Muhammadin? Kasratain. Kitabun, Kitaban, Kitabin, Kasratain. Jannatun, Jannatan, Jannatain. Simple, nothing is there, only Kasratain will come. So these are 3 shapes in Arabic. What are the names? Now I am giving you name. Raf'un. What is called? Raf'un, Nasbun, Jarrun. So Raf'un, Nasbun, and Jarrun. So please, there is no translation for Raf'un, Nasbun, and Jarrun. So you have to remember with the same name. Please keep in mind that all the nouns in built-in shape always Raf'un, always Raf'un. You will not find in dictionary all these changes. All these changes you will not find, because to change to Nasbun or Jarrun, we need reasons. So there is still in this study, we don't have any reason to change them. Now we are just studying the change. What is the change in shape, how it is written. During the construction of sentences, yes, we will get some reasons why we are changing. So at that time, inshallah, you will come to know why Muhammadun to Muhammadan came and why Muhammadin came. What is the reason behind that? So today, please don't think about it, that why it is getting changed. Remove that why, just focus that what you are learning, these 3 different shapes are having name. If I'll say Muhammadun, and I'll ask you, what is the status of the noun? You have to reply me that it is Raf'un. And second, if I'll ask you Muhammadan, what is the status of that noun? You will tell me it is Nasbun. And third, if I'll ask you Muhammadin, you have to tell me that it is Jar. So the important point now we will study in the next slide. Please observe that these all nouns were nakira, indefinite. Muhammadun was definite. So that's why I have kept it silent. So these all nouns were nakira. So when these nouns will get al for making them mu'arfa or definite, what the change? Because as we studied, when al will come, there is no tanween. So if the tanween will go, like we know for the dammatain, it will be converted to damma. But what about fathatain? What about kasratain? Now we'll study about that. So from kitabun, al-kitabu, jannatun, al-jannatu, sama'un, as-sama'u, aqlamun, al-aqlamu. Now second question will come. So what will happen in nasbun? So in nasbun, kitaban, al-kitaba. So the alif which was added is deleted now because alif is not required now. So kitaban, al-kitaba, jannatan, al-jannata, as-sama'a, al-aqlama. The third is same, tanween will get dropped and only single. So if I'll write here, al-kitabu, al, single harkat, al-jannatu, as-sama'u, al-aqlamu. Here al-kitaba, al-jannata, as-sama'a, al-aqlama, al-kitabi, single harkat, al-jannati, as-sama'i, al-aqlami. So you have already studied in the previous lectures that when al will come, tanween has to get dropped. Al and tanwees, there is no relation between them. So that is the i'rab of munsarif noun. Now we'll study ghair munsarif noun. Please, here it is written by mistake, ghair munsarif. So in ghair munsarif noun, when i'rab get changed from raf to nasb, what happens? Please study, please observe. Aishatu, Aishata, Usmanu, Usmana, Pakistanu, Pakistana, Zainabu, Zainaba, Hamzatu, Hamzata, Masajidu, Masajida. Now I will open the jar, but there will be no change. Same. Aishatu, Aishata, Aishata. Usmanu, Usmana, Usmana. Pakistanu, Pakistana, Pakistana. Hamzatu, Hamzata, Hamzada, Masajidu, Masajida, Masajida. Now, the question comes in your mind that how we will recognize that this is nasb and this is jar. So at that stage, yes, it is difficult to recognize. But after a few days, after few lectures, inshallah, after few lectures, maybe 5, 7, 8, 9, 10 lectures, you will observe correctly that it is nasb and it is jar. Because why it will happen, you will learn those changes. Now, the most important also, why munsarif and ghair munsarif names are given. Meaning of munsarif is something getting changed. Munsarifun, in this person is munsarifun. This person is having a quality that it get changed altogether. You know, it can change himself. That's why the nouns with tanween are called munsarifun, that these nouns can get changed into 3 different shapes. Why with the single vowel, why those names are called, why those nouns are called ghair munsarif? Because these cannot get changed into 3 different shapes. These get 2 shapes, but status, we will say that the status is 3, that Aisha to Raf'a, Aisha to Nasbun, and Aisha to Jarrun. But actually, on the physical appearance, only 2 shapes are there, because Aishata and Aishata same and Aishatu single. So that's why it is called ghayru munsarifin, that it doesn't change its shapes on all to the 3 different shapes what in Arabic it is available. So as you know, in Arabic, mostly 85% nouns are, more than 85% nouns are munsarif, and very few are ghair munsarif, and very, very, very few are the 3rd category, mabni. So you don't have to worry about it. Now, only one exception is there. Any munsarif noun, any ghair munsarif noun, if al is attached, yes, in that case, in jar, this kasra will come. Otherwise, no. So as you know, Aishatu, there is no chance of al. Usmanu, al, no. Pakistanu, yes, people are by force putting al, okay, accepted. But actually in the real, as study of Arabic, there is no al not required for Pakistan. Zainabu, no chance of al. Hamzatu, no chance of al. Masajidu, yes, it can come with al and without al. Nakira and definite and indefinite, in both status it can come. But the most important point, when with masajid al is available, in that case in jar, kasra will appear. 3rd, i'rab of mabni noun. So I put mistake, it's mabni noun, mabni. So these are mabni noun. In mabni, there is no physical change, it will come same. Musa, 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 Kubra, 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 Haza, 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 there is no change. So we don't have to worry about it. But again, the question will appear in your mind that how we will pick this. Please, you will pick. For example, I give an example in the previous lecture. I will give same example. I am writing a word, I-R-E-A-D. Now, if I ask you, please, what I have written, you will say, you have written, I read. But I'm going to say, no, it is I read. So the difference is coming, that read, it can be read or it can be read. It can be both. But how will finalize that it is read or it is read? It is now all will put on the paragraph detail. If I'm reading a paragraph, in the paragraph, the sequence will tell me it is I read or I read. So the same thing, when you will be studying the sentences, you will study details of Arabic grammar, inshallah, you will correctly choose nasb, jar, and raf. Even there is no sign available, but inshallah, you will not make mistake that it is raf'un, nasbun, and jarrun. So don't worry about it. So alhamdulillah, it was very simple lecture. So please, I will request you, the thing you have to focus on, 3 different nouns are there: munsarif, ghair munsarif, and mabni. So what is Airab? Airab is any noun changing its physical appearance without the changing of meaning is called Airab. Airabun. In some books, the definitions again, how to make an Arabic. Okay, yes, it is also a correct definition. So the easiest definition to keep in your mind, what is Airab? The changing of physical appearance of any noun without changing its meaning is called Airab. For example, kitabun is a book, kitaban a book, and kitabin a book. No change in the meaning, but in the pronunciation, in the written, all together, the 3 different nouns are there. So alhamdulillah, I think it was the simplest lecture, but it is very important lecture. Don't worry about it. Inshallah, our teachers will put full effort to study with you and to let you memorize all these things, inshallah. So please focus what I taught you in the lecture, and at that stage you have just to pick, is it rough, is it a nasb, or is it a jar? Alhamdulillah. So for this, alhamdulillah, our lecture is concluded. So we'll have our class now, class practice.